Hey, I think we live here. Set up episode 2. Make sure I can see all the comments. Set me up. Let's see. See what we got. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Yo, what's good, Tony? How you doing? How my sound? How I sounding? Can y'all hear me good? Let me know. Welcome to the podcast, episode 2. Y'all drop in the comments if y'all can hear me good. This time I'm using the mic. Let's see. Let me make sure you can hear me. Cool. Cool. Give it a few more minutes, so we gonna get started at 7:30. All right, cool. That's on. Loud and clear. All right, appreciate it, Umar. Tony, yes sir. I'm stepping up my game. Yes sir. We gonna get this thing rolling, man. I plan on buying some more equipment. On the last podcast, man, I got a lot of good feedback, so I'm gonna upgrade my equipment for y'all. Buy me a better camera. I just went out and got a mic, so I hope y'all can hear me good. But we gonna get started at 7:30. One more minute. Wait for a few more people to jump on. I got you. All right. Cruising with Coop. Appreciate that, brother. I'm good on the mic. Appreciate that. All right. All right. So today I want to talk to y'all about, man, the end goal of this business, right? So I know for me personally, I started with the utility trailer and I built some side walls up. And I just want to let y'all know, I always want to be transparent with y'all. I always want to be upfront with y'all. I want to let y'all know, like, the reason for me using a utility trailer and adding walls up is for me to, like, get started in this business, right? Like, that's not the goal. The goal for this business is either to have roll-offs or dump trailers, right? Like, I don't want people to think like the utility trailer is like a business within itself, like utility trailer with residential. Now, granted, the residential market is like completely wide open. It's completely wide open. And there's a reason for that. And the longer I'm in this business, the more I'm starting to realize why the residential market is so wide open. Because the more I talk to these roll off companies, man, the money is just so fantastic on that roll off side. There's no point to drop down and try to service the residential side, right? That's why the residential side is so open. For example, out here in Savannah where I'm at, for a 20-yard dumpster, that's like between 580 to 625 for one can. Now that's like 3 customers for me. So eventually I want to get to the roll off game. And that should you, right? If you starting this business and you're using a utility trailer with some walls, I want y'all to keep it in the back of your mind to think about an end game. Think about the end goal. Do you want to get off? There's no way you should be in this business for 5, 6 years and still got utility trailers. There's no way. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but if you're gonna take that risk and you're gonna jump out there on a ledge, you might as well keep going, right? You might as well keep going. You might as well keep building. You might as well keep growing. There's no point to me. I don't get it. Like, an entrepreneur shouldn't get into start their own business and then just settle for less, right? I really don't get that. I don't get that. So if you start with utility trailer, or you might get three, you might start with three, four, five, or whatever. But within a year, and I know it's possible because I'm doing it. Within a year, you should be with dump trailers or roll offs, right? And I want to be transparent with y'all. I want to be completely transparent with y'all. The money on the residential side is fantastic. It's fantastic. It works well. I mean, there's not really a lot of people doing it, but where the money at is dump trailers and roll offs. And I didn't know that. I'm gonna be honest. I did not know that in the beginning, right? I was just like, man, the residential market is so wide open. People just leaving it out here. Dumpster companies is just leaving it out here. Like, why? I was thinking I was on to something. I was thinking I was a fucking genius. But the truth of the matter is, when you look at these big roll-offs company, man, and they make $500 per drop at a minimum, you know, like why would they want to go down to make $200? Why would they want to go down to make $200 for the residential? It don't make no fucking sense. Who would do that? And I'm gonna be honest, I'm just not realizing. I talk to a lot of roll off guys at the landfill, and they tell me straight up, like, you know, they can get anywhere from $400 to sometimes $800, depending on how long the duration of the rent. Right, to rent a 20 yard for like 7 days out here is going to be like $700. I mean, $700 for one can for a week. That's not bad. There's no way you're going to get that with a utility trailer with some walls built up. And I just want y'all to keep that in the back of your mind. Like when you start in this business, kind of put it in the back of your mind. What's the end game? What's the goal for you? Right? Do you want dump trailers or do you want roll-offs? Trim Lawrence, I appreciate that. Ball Mirror, what's up, man? But yeah, that's the goal, y'all. Like, if you're gonna jump out on this ledge and be an entrepreneur, and you might as well go all the way. I'm not saying it's bad to have utility trailers and just do that. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. So when will you know when to buy your next trailer or dump? Somebody asked me that question today. Is really up to you, right? Like for me, it's really up to you, right? Do you want to have some cushion in the bank first? Do you want to get as many as you can as quick as you can? Like, do you want to start with a utility trailer and then upgrade to a dump trailer? That's really up to you. Like if I can go back, if I can start back all over again, I think I would have started with a dump trailer. I think I would have started with a dump trailer if I had to start this business all over again from day one. I think I would have started with a dump trailer. So that's pretty much on you when you decide. Like you can go out and make $4,000 in your first month. Now you can either take that $4,000 and buy you a dump trailer and be completely broke. And when I say broke, I mean your business is completely broke, and buy you a dump trailer and then start all over again. Or you can put that $4,000 up as an emergency fund, make another $4,000, then go buy you a dump trailer. So it really just depends on you. If I can go back, I think I would start with that dump trailer. And the reason for that is because in my particular landfill, man, they charge me $60 to pull this shit off. 60 plus 30 to dump. So that's $90. So I have to pay $90 if the materials is too much for me to unload. I have to pay $90 to get that shit unloaded. So I'm telling y'all right now, like within the next 6 to 8 months, I'm going to be completely, and don't hold me to this, but I'm going to be completely out of the residential game. I say within the 6 to 8 months, I'm going to be completely out of residential game. I might have one or two trailers or dumpsters for a residential side, but to be honest, I'm jumping out the residential game, and there's plenty of money in there. Don't get that confused as if the residential side is bad. There's not no money on the residential side. It's plenty of money on the residential side. Literally, you can completely take over the whole residential market. and make a lot of money. But when I look at it and I take a step back, you got to have a whole lot of dumpsters, utility trailers built up. You got to have a whole lot of custom built up. Um, I mean, to take over complete residential, I want to say to make enough money as to compare to like roll offs, you probably got to have at least 30 to 40 trailers, right? You got to have at least 30 to 40. So when you get the dump trailer, will you be working more with contractors and house flippers? Yes, definitely, definitely. That's like the go to for me. I'm thinking long term, right? So like that's another thing. It's another con about the residential side. Residential side, your most busiest season is going to be spring, spring in the summertime, all the way up. For me, I think it's like it started to get cold out here around like January, February, and residentials they don't really, when it started to get cold outside, the business really slow down, right? So especially if you don't live in a city where you get bad snow, like if you got like a winter, just get cold a little bit, but you don't get snow, definitely your goal should be getting with house flippers, contractors, people that's doing construction jobs, house demos, uh, demolition jobs. That's where the money is at, and that's all year round. So that's it's starting to make sense to me why the residential market is so open, because on the contractor side of it, the commercial side of it, it's so much money over there. It wouldn't even make sense for somebody to cater to the residential side, right? Like it's literally I'm starting to realize that. At first I thought I was a genius and I'm like, man, I hit something. I want a residential side, it's wide open. But granted, it's a lot of money on the residential side. But when it get cold outside, residential slow up. Then what? Then what you gonna do? So your goal should be to just get you some dump trailers, some heavy duty dump trailers, get you some roll offs or whatever you want to do it. Looking at the dump trailers now, just got my business name and trade name registered. We're not using a dump trailer for hauling my equipment, intend on dumping sand, gravel, whatever. Yeah, that's a good idea, man. Right? So like with dump trailers, you can haul the gravel, you can haul, dirt, mulch, rocks, all that. So would your dumpster fees be more when you get a dump truck? Oh, what 1,000%. Like I said, like a roll off can. Okay, for example, like a 12-yard roll off can. That's probably like $400 in my area. I can charge $400 for a roll off can, for a 12-yard roll off can, right? Like that's a customer and a half for me for just one can to roll off. 1,000% you can. Because the more people, the more waste that has to be thrown away, the more you can charge. So like the residential side, they don't really need no more than like a 7 or 10 yard. Cause you barely crack 2,000 pounds out of residential. You will get some customers with some bulky items that may need like a 15 yard or whatever. But for the most part, they don't really need it. They don't really need it. But I definitely would charge more with a dump trailer or a roll off. But like I say, that doesn't mean don't start with the utility trailers. How about when you take it to landfill? The price at the that's another thing too, man. The prices at the landfill stays the same, right? So if I gotta pay $90 and I charge somebody 260, that's eating into my profits. Now if I get a roll off and I charge somebody $400, that $90 don't look too bad, in my opinion. you know. But the prices stay the same at your landfill. The prices, I mean, somebody told me the prices do go up and down, but they never went up and down with me since I've been in this business. Like I think the prices had went down when COVID hit, and they down now. Somebody, well, that's what somebody told me. I don't know how true that is, but as far as like to my knowledge, the prices stay the same. You know. But like I said, I don't want y'all to take that and think like, okay, like I gotta get a dump trailer now. No, 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 no. That's not what I'm saying at all, right? Like you can use you a utility trailer to get your foot in the door and to make some money. Like it's this guy that commented on my YouTube channel. He like a hater or something, and he say, "Man, why are you using that trailer? You should get you a roll off." Duh, that's the whole point. Like that's the whole point. The whole point is to get your foot in it though, build your business while you building your pockets so you can get you a dump trailer or a roll off. That's the whole point. That should be the point at least. I'm gonna be honest, if you got like 30, 40, or I mean if you got like 15 of utility trailers with wall built up, then I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just strictly saying that you can do better, right? If you want to just take over residential, that's completely fine. But why not use half the equipment and make more money? So let's just do a quick comparison real quick. So if I had roll offs and let's compare roll off to utility trailers. So I would have to have like 10 plus utility trailers and they have to be getting rented out constantly to make the same amount of money with somebody with 5 roll off cans, if that makes sense. you know. So it's just like, why invest all that money, into utility trailers? Then you got to find somewhere to put them. The more you have, the more space you need. And this is why this business with the utility trailers, this is why like nobody really does it, because once you get into business and you start realizing like, okay, you start talking to roll off companies and you start talking to guys who work for roll off companies, you kind of understand why nobody does the residential side. It doesn't make any sense. If I get five roll offs, I would have to have 10 utility trailers. So it doesn't make any sense. So that's why I'm like, that's my goal, man. My goal is to get into dump trailers, A, dump trailers, or B, roll offs. And I just want y'all to keep that in mind if you plan on starting with a utility trailer. Like, tell yourself this is not what I want to do. I don't want 5, 10, 15 utility trailers, right? If you got to have that much, you might as well get into the roll off. You might as well get into the roll off game, or you might as well get into the dumpster rental game, because you can haul more stuff. And that's the limit. That's the limit. Like on a daily basis, I probably turn down about 4 customers on a daily basis that I know is too heavy for the utility trailer with the walls built up on a daily basis. 4, give or take 4. But on the average, I turn around 4 people. So I'm sitting back and I'm like, man, if I would have had 2 or 3 roll offs, that's like 500. I didn't turn down damn near $2,000 in a day because I don't have roll offs. Now, granted, I still get customers on the residential side, but that should be your goal, man. Your goal is to be able to grow. If you gonna take that step as an entrepreneur, and you're gonna really go out there, because it's a risk. Being an entrepreneur, working for yourself, that's a risk you taking. And in my opinion, man, if you're going to take that risk, you might as well just keep going. You might as well just go all the way. You might as well just take it all the way and just grow and run with the big dogs, with the big companies. What does this business fall under license type? So you have to check with your city. So I know some people I talk to, they have to get a waste management permit in they city. My city doesn't require any waste management. My city only require a permit if I'm transferring hazardous waste, but I don't transfer hazardous waste. So check with your city and see, or better yet, check with your landfill. Your landfill will tell you, because some people, they told me that they can't get in a landfill without a permit. They have to have like the permit sticker on their window. So each city is type of different, but I think the only permits that would come to mind is like waste management permit, carrying waste. So like Google cannot transport waste in my city. Whatever. What city you live in, Umar? Is that how you say your name, Umar? Yeah. What city you live in? But yeah, so just check and see. Check with your city. I did get a couple of questions. Let me pull those up real quick. Oh, you in New Jersey? Uh, yeah, I would double check, man. Up north is a different beast. I would definitely double check. It's pronounced Omar. Oh, my bad, man. My bad. But yeah, I would definitely you up there in New Jersey. I would definitely check. Up north is a different type of beast, man, when it comes to like permits and shit like that. So definitely check. Call if you want like a quick answer. I will call the city or call your local landfill and tell them what you're trying to do. How do you do your taxes? Also, how do you save on your own taxes? So, uh, that's a good question. How do I do my taxes? So basically, think about it like this. And where I'm at is 15.3% unemployment tax. So I'm thinking about adding that 15% to the customer and putting it like that. But I got to pay 15% on taxes. How do you save on your own taxes? Uh, I kind of want to tell you something, but I kind of don't because I don't want. Okay, so look, I'm no tax expert. I'm no accountant, right? Like, don't listen to me when I say this. Go talk to a CPA. But I mean, basically, man, just like the more money you put back into your business, um, the more money you can save on taxes. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want nobody to come and say I told him this, but definitely check with a CPA. Check with your CPA. Can I get a couple of things that you don't take? Like I know concrete roof appliances. Concrete roof appliances, yes, that's on the list. Um, I don't take roofing shingles. I might take roofing shingles. I might take one or two bundles of roofing shingles. I might, depending on how I'm feeling or depending on how business going. If I'm super slow, I might take one or two bundles of shingles. Like somebody not replacing a whole roof, but maybe somebody replacing a section of a roof. I might take that. I don't take paint. Customers still throw paint in there though. But that's pretty much it, man. You got it down to a T. I don't take appliances. Sometimes I do take appliances though, but if the customer just have to let me know in advance, and I will have to take it separately. So check with your local landfills and see what they don't take. Just basically call your landfill and say, hey, what do y'all don't take? Do y'all have a list? And just use that list. Don't forget, if you get a 26K plus, you will need a DOT and a CDL license. That is correct. Also, let me somebody asked me about the DOT number. Listen, if you're going to start with a dump trailer or 2500 truck, let me just say this. Let me just say this. I'm not gonna confuse y'all. Throw no numbers out. I'm just keep it super simple. If you're going to start with a 2500 truck or a dump trailer and a 12 foot or longer dump trailer, go ahead and get you a DOT number. If you're going to be rated at 26,000 pounds, you need a CDL. I think it's a Class B CDL. But if you're going to I'm not going to throw no numbers because I don't want to confuse anybody. But just think about this. If you're going to get a 2500 truck or a dump trailer, get you a DOT number. And furthermore, if I was y'all, I wouldn't be worried about DOT number first starting out because who knows? You might not want to do this business. You might do it for like 2 weeks and then realize it's not for you. So I wouldn't get no DOT number until I'm like established, until I'm getting official like business cards and magnets and all that. When you make the decision, this I'm about to commit 120% to this, then get your DOT number. But if you're rated for 10,001 pounds, you need a Department of Transportation number. And if you got a 2,500 truck or a dump trailer, you're going to be over that 10,000 pounds for a fact, and you're going to need your DOT. I was going to buy 4 or 5 utilities for about 10 grand and make dumpsters, but now I guess I should get like, yes, start with like two. To me, if I was you, I would start with one, bro. Like I wouldn't. Maybe you can start with two, but I would think about starting with one and just seeing how it goes for you, seeing what you like, seeing, just think about this business. You know what I'm saying? Like learn the business. Here's another goal I want y'all to think about too. Don't focus on the money so much in the beginning because the money's gonna be there. What I want y'all to do is learn the business. Learn about the dumpster rental business. That should be your number one goal when you start. Once you learn the business, once you understand the business, once you understand how to get customers, understand marketing, understanding your clientele, right? Understanding how to target the customers. Once you understand all that, then start buying more dumpsters because you don't want to have two or three dumpsters sitting and you can't rent them out, right? So learn the business first and then start to buy more dumpsters. That should be the goal when you first starting out. The money gonna be there, trust me. I've been watching your videos. Thanks for the inspiration. Yeah, no problem, Omar. I appreciate that. What do you think about transfer stations? Transfer stations. I actually love transfer stations. I love them. I love transfer stations. It depends on what city when it comes to transfer stations. Like my transfer station is free if if the customer is getting rid of like household materials and um, if they get rid of household materials, like let's say they clean out a garage, I can take that to a transfer station and get rid of it for free. But if it's like construction debris or if they're doing some remodeling, then I have to go to the landfill. And most of your transfer stations is going to be on concrete, so you don't have to worry about nails. You don't have to worry about getting your truck dirty and all that. But I do like transfer stations. I do like them a lot. Are there any licensing requirements? Check with your city. Check with your city. Somebody asked that earlier. I would check with your city. Um, I know for me in my city, I don't. Uh, I know for me in my city, I don't need one, and you just have to check with your city. Most like you might need a permit. You might need a waste management permit. And how Noob, what's up, man? What's up with the comment, man? Are there restrictions at landfill for what you can dump, what you can dump or not? Yeah, just ask them. Call them ahead of time, or just drive up there and ask them what can you dump and what you can't dump, and they should give you a list. They should give you a list, and just use that list for your business, and don't take that. That way, you won't have any complications. Yeah, let me go to these other questions. Somebody DM me on IG real quick. DOT numbers, I already talked about that. Listen, I'm gonna go over that one more time. If you got a 2500 or you starting with a dump trailer, you need a DOT number. Marketing, how do you get your first lead? All right, so listen, this is very important. Uh, the car guy Sub Zero sent me here. Yeah, shout out to Sub Zero, man. I appreciate that. Um, all right, so a moment to share. I don't know if you caught it, man. I just went. I know you asked for the DOT numbers. I just went over it, and to not confuse people, basically what I said was, if you're gonna get a dump trailer and you got a 2500 truck, you need a DOT number. Simple as that. So just go ahead and get you a DOT number. Now, if you're starting with a quarter ton truck and a utility trailer, you don't really need one right away. But once you got a 2500 or a dump trailer, those are rated over 10,000 pounds, no matter what. So you need a DOT number. So go ahead and get it. All right, appreciate it, man. So marketing, how to get your first lead. So the first thing y'all need to be doing is creating a Google page, right? Like that's you need to have a Google page. You listen to I can't stress this enough. And I say it in all my videos, but like Google is going to be your best friend when it comes to finding your first lead, finding customers, building an online presence. Google is going to be your best friend. So create you a Google page. And once you create you a Google page, create you a Facebook business page. And after you create you a Facebook business page, go ahead and create you a Craigslist post that you can run once or twice a month. Those are going to bring in your three customers. Now, there's other things you can do, like go put out yard signs at the Home Depot, or send emails to HOAs, or like call email general contractors, or magnet signs, or like yard signs, or you know what I'm saying, or get a billboard. There's other things that you can do to get more customers, but the three things that's going to like bring you the most money is going to be Craigslist, Facebook, and Google. Google number one, Facebook number two, Craigslist number three. Those are going to be the top three things you need to do. And also, I want y'all to like YouTube how to run Google ads and how to run Facebook ads. I want y'all to master that, because if you master that, you damn sure ain't got to worry about getting customers. Marketing advice, trailer fleet talk, projections for next year. So, marketing advice, I just went over that. That's the Google, Facebook, Craigslist. Y'all need to set those things up. And you need to treat your Google page like an Instagram page or like a full Facebook page. You need to be posted on there. You need to get reviews. So that way Google can bump you up to the top and you won't have to do any work. Trust me. Google, Google, Google. I can't stress that enough. Trailer fleet talk, I went over that already. Projections for next year. Um, so my projections for next year is I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm gonna tell y'all right now that I haven't really finalized just yet, but I'm since y'all on here with me, I'm gonna give y'all a glimpse. I'm not. I think I'm thinking about leaving the residential side. That's my projections for next year. I'm thinking about leaving the residential side. I may have one or two for the residential, but y'all stay tuned for that. Most definitely. What are the consequences if you dump things that are not allowed? To be honest, I have no idea. I'm gonna be honest with you because I haven't dumped. So like I get paint cans right, and the landfill say no paint cans, but I still dump it. It's not like somebody goes through there and say, "Hey, you got a paint can," So I guess it just depends. Like if you come in there with a trailer full of tires, yeah, you probably not gonna get away with that. But if you got like a tire in the mix and you dump it, there's nobody picking through your stuff to say, hey, this is not supposed to be in here. So I wouldn't know. I mean, if I was you, I would just go to the landfill, ask them, what they don't take, and make sure you don't take that stuff. Do you have to have a business number when you first start? For me, I didn't have shit. I didn't have an LLC. I didn't have nothing. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even have fucking insurance, general liability insurance. I just got a truck and a trailer and I just started. And I'm a firm believer in just like trying to figure out if you want to do something before you like waste your money, before you spend all this money into, you know, doing it. Like I'm like, man, okay, cause you completely under radar. Like nobody knows you. Nobody's going to like stop you and say, hey, what are you doing? Like you completely on the radar. People don't know anything about you. Right now, once you starting to get established, once you start to make a name for yourself, then most definitely. But me, I ain't start with nothing, man. Hell yeah. Sometimes you get where you want to be. You got to break a couple of rules. Oh yeah, for sure. I for sure, man. I didn't have insurance. I didn't have an LLC. Shit, I didn't even have a business bank account. Like I was running shit through my personal account. I didn't have shit. I didn't even have full coverage on my truck. If I'm being honest, I didn't put full coverage, so like I could have hit something and my trailer wasn't even covered. I'm being honest with you. Like I didn't have shit, man. I just started, and then once I was like, okay, this is something I want to do. That's when I got all that stuff. Just start. That's my biggest thing. I just want y'all to just like start, right? Like even if it's not the dumpster rental business, if it's some business, just fucking do it. Really, man. Like, people tell me all the time, people say, man, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have this. Like, I feel like you just trying to find a way to like not do it. You trying to find a way to like talk yourself out of this business, right? Like just fucking start, man. Like just go out there and do it, right? Like I get slack all the time for the type of truck that I drive. Like people tell me I'm gonna test shit up. I get slack for the type of trailer that I use. How do you get a list of HOA to email? Google them. So Google your HOAs, like Google HOAs near me, and their name will pop up. You go to their website, they have their email on there. You thinking about getting a 2500 truck in the future? Yes, I am. I do plan on getting a 2500 truck in the future. I was looking at the prices for a trailer and I can't afford them now. Could I start with a chill trailer and build walls? Yes, that's what I did, man. That's exactly what I did, Don. Get you a 5x10 or get you a 10 foot or longer trailer. Put you some walls on that thing, man, and get the rolling. Get the rolling. No, I am going to get a 2500 truck in the future, most definitely. Cause like I said, y'all, I'm thinking about leaving the roll off game. Like I'm thinking about going with Dump trailers or roll offs. I'm leaving the residential game, so I'm thinking about going with some roll offs or some dump trailers. I haven't really decided yet. I haven't really finalized it yet. But for the people that ask me why I'm not buying any more dumpsters, that's the reason why. I haven't made up my mind because I'm like, one, do I want to stay on the residential side and then have double the equipment of somebody with some roll offs and they still make money to me? That just don't make any sense. It just don't make any sense. But like, if you don't have any money, if you on a budget, fucking start with the utility trailer, build you some walls, and get the rocket. I agree, bro. There's way more money on the commercial side versus 1,000%. 1,000%. There's way more money on the commercial side versus the residential side. Now, the question to that is, how do we get to the question is that how do we get to the commercial side without going to get a loan or without spending money out of our pockets, right? And the answer to that is to start with the residential. Let the residential side make you enough money so you can go commercial. Like people talk about my trailer all the time, but I guarantee you they took out a loan for their business, which means they probably ain't making no money, or that money came out of their pocket. So start on the residential side. Let that be your foot in the door to go commercial. At least that's what I'm doing. Will your price be the same on a roll off as a big company? We're super close. Super close. Like, I'm gonna be honest, those are the people I wanna be like, I wanna roll with. Like, so a big company, like I say, for like a 12 yard out here, man, that's like $500. I'm gonna be right in that ballpark, like 480, 490, 495. I'm not gonna super undercut them because I want them same prices too, for sure. Gooseneck or trailer hitch? What's your preference? To be honest, I don't know. I never used a gooseneck, so I hear goosenecks are better, but I couldn't give you no opinion on them because I never had a gooseneck before. My city dumpster don't use the chain pull off method. I have the funds to buy a hydraulic dumpster, but need the money. Would you buy? If I didn't have the money, I would buy me a utility trailer and unload that shit. You're gonna make your money back, man. Put in a little sweat and you're gonna make your money. So if I was in your situation, man, I would it depends on how far off are you. Like if you can save up the money in a couple of weeks and then go get you a dump trailer, then yeah. But if you a couple of grand off, I guess it just depends on how far are you from getting your um, hydraulic dumpster. Like if you need some money, if you need like 4 grand and you got enough money to buy you a utility trailer, I would do that. Manually unload that shit and make that money back and then go buy me a dumpster. It just depends on your budget. How much should we spend to get the walls fabricated? The type of company you hollered at to do the welding. So like the people I've been talking to, it ranges from five. Some people told me they pay five. Some people told me they pay 1,000. But I was talking to a guy today on YouTube, and they're trying to charge him like $2,000 to $3,000. I think that's ridiculous. I think I paid 1,000 to get mine welded, and I kind of feel like I was overpriced with that. I kind of feel like they got me a little bit, so I wouldn't be paying no more than 1,000 to get those walls welded up. My whole plan is to start, then go buy dump trucks. You can have people drive them for you, or so. Yeah, yep. Jaden, you're right. You're right, man. You absolutely right. You own to something, right? Like that's where the money is. That's where the money is at. Dump trucks is definitely that's where the money at, man. Them dump truck drivers make a whole lot of money, and like you say, Jaden, you can hire somebody and they can drive them for you. Like I'm starting to realize, I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm starting to realize, like, man, the money is on the commercial side. Like the people that I talk to, the people that run roll off business, commercial business, whether it be dump trucks, whether it be roll offs, whether it be dump trailers, that's where the money at. Like, I know a guy that run dump trailers, man, and he charged like 350. I'm like, man, that's where the money at for sure. Where do you store your trailers? In my backyard. I have enough space, or I might take it to a storage facility that I rented out. That's in the middle of the city. So my backyard or a storage facility just depends. I have a question. Could you charge more if you load the junk into the trailer and haul it off to the dump? And should customers pay up front in full? Yes, you definitely can charge more. I mean, if you're gonna do this business, like I tell people, junk removal in this business goes hand to hand, right? So like, if you're gonna get into this business, then if you don't mind doing junk removal, you definitely can charge more. And then one thing about it is like if you tell people, hey, I charge you such and such to load it up for you, and they feel like that's too high, you can say, well, for this price, you can load it up yourself. So you give yourself a better chance to lock in that customer when you do junk removal. I'd rather have people driving for me while I ran a business from home. That's for sure. That's for sure, man. The car guy definitely. I definitely would rather have people driving for me too while you ran a business from home. But I feel like to do that though, I feel like you should work the business for quite some time. Like I feel like you should, so you can learn the business, right? Like so you can know what type of mistakes they may run into, so you can know how to solve solutions, so you can give them solutions to their problems. But money is out there, just gotta find it, a way to build wealth, but keep time. Time is what everyone works for at the end of the day. Oh yeah, financial freedom. Financial freedom is our only hope, Jaden. I agree. I agree with you. I definitely 1000% agree with you. Thank you for the advice. Makes sense. Yes, sir. 1000%, Charles. Thank you. Um, but yes, I want y'all to think about like the end goal for this business, man. Like the dump trailers is the utility trailers, the custom built dumpsters. You're gonna make you some money. You're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be some stressful times, but at the same time, man, and I'm just learning like that's not what the money is. Like, like it's just not. It got to be commercial. Like I want to go commercial, man. Like I was talking to one guy, and he owned a roll off business, and man, he got like 10 cans, and he rent like 10 cans all week. The minimum can is like $400 that he have. So it's like damn. One can, his one can is two of my. I got to get two customers to meet his one can. So that means like for every can that he have, I gotta have two utility trailers. So it's just like damn, like that's where I want to be at for real. So like and I want y'all to think about that. Are you thinking to start any other side business? I was looking into house power washing. Good money in that. Good money also in that market. Yes, I am. I don't know if I would call it. Yes, I am thinking about adding pressure washing services. I don't know if I'm doing it as a side business. I will add it to my dumpster rental business. I am definitely thinking about that, but I don't plan on rolling that out into next winter time. So like the pressure washing system I plan on adding, I don't plan on adding that until next winter time. But yeah, that is a good side hustle. That is a good side hustle to do. People ask me all the time. That's the whole reason why I'm doing it. Like people ask me all the time, like, can you pressure wash? Do you know how to pressure wash? And I'm just like, nah. I'm still learning the dumpster business. Like I'm be honest with y'all, I'm really not that comfortable with the dumpster business yet. Like I'm still learning, and I'm still trying to like be better, and I'm still trying to grow. So so that's why I'm not trying to rush into anything else. But I do plan on rolling pressure washing service out next year. Commercial truck insurance can be a landmine. How do you get the best rates, liability from driving your insurance rates up? That's definitely a good question. So the research I've done and the people I've talked to, they told me that the commercial insurance is going to be no matter what, the commercial insurance is going to be high in the beginning. It's going to be high in the beginning, and you just have to like. It's basically like car insurance, the way somebody explained it. Like, the younger you are, the faster your car you have, the more the more they think you'll make a mistake. So if you just starting a new business, obviously you're a high risk. So the insurance is going to be high. But when I find me a good commercial insurance, I would definitely share it with y'all 1000%. Down so you got it. You're gonna do well in this market. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you just for me, man. I like to just like I say. I always stress this in my videos. Like it's all about growing, and the way to grow, you just have to take a step back. And you just have to think about things, right? And don't focus on the money so much. The money's gonna be there when you make the right decisions, But you just have to take a step back and just look at things from a different perspective, And I have lately, like over the past month, over the past month, my total mindset had changed with this business. Like I was thinking I was on to something on the residential side, but then I had to ask myself, well, why nobody doing it? And man, it's not pretty. Maurice, you welcome. Funny, I saw a gooseneck set up at the truck stop. Wanted to ask the owner how much was for the combo, but felt a little embarrassed. Nah, Robert, ask questions, bro. Ask, bro. Like, I don't care. I don't care who you are. Like, I'll pull up on you. I damn near like stop traffic. Like, I seen the guy the other day. He had his truck wrapped, and like I'm blowing the horn. Like, hey, I pull over. I need to talk to you. Like, ask, bro. The most they can do is go tell you fuck yourself. But you if you see somebody that got something, stop them. I don't care if you in the grocery store. I don't care if you wherever you at. Stop them and ask them. If you say, "Hey, man, I really like your gooseneck trailer," people appreciate that type of stuff, especially because I know he spent a pretty penny on it. Hey, man, I see your gooseneck, man. I really want a gooseneck. I just love it. How much And most people who are like, who doing well, who not really any haters, they don't have any envy. They gonna share. They gonna share the information with you. So like if you see somebody with something, man, hey, shit, stop 'em. I do all the time, man. Like every time I go to the landfill, I see a dumpster roll off company. I wave them down and I try to pick their brain for like 5 minutes. What up, Wolf? Jungle Root, dumpster rental, pair well, sir. Two types of customers: the ones that can afford full service. Yes, sir. JRE junk removal. Yes, sir, brother. You need to drop another video, man. You always got the knowledge, man. I'm looking forward to it. Dumpster rentals is more laid back. That's true. The car guy. That's true for sure. Do you follow Martin Extraordinaire on YouTube? Is he in the same market as you? He also gives good advice. You both are my go-to. Yes. Yeah, I follow Martin. I need to go check him out. I haven't watched a couple of videos. Ever since I got into this business, when I first started, I was looking at his videos, and I learned a lot from his videos. But as I started getting into the business and I started getting busy, I haven't had really a good chance or to go watch his videos. And another thing, like I like Martin channel, but like sometimes, man, I be needing to know behind the scenes type shit, and that's what I'm gonna do with y'all. That's why I'm like, you know what, like I need to know. Like I don't need to see all the flashy shit. Like I need to know like the dark side of the business. Hey JRE, that's what's up. But yeah, his channel is definitely a good. If you want to start this business, his channel is definitely a go to. He gave me. I reached out to him before I started. He gave me some good advice too. I heard four dumpsters is the beginning of real money. Is that true? I'm gonna be honest with you, Julius and Zara. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't know how long you've been in this live, but if you would have asked me a month ago, I would have said yes. But as of today, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say four dumpsters. I'm gonna say no, man. Like the real money. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. The real money is in the roll off or the dump trailers. That's where the real money at, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, don't get me wrong, right? Don't get me wrong. You can make money. You can make money. Like, you can make money on the residential side, you know. But like I say, I talked to a guy with a roll off. For every can that he got, I gotta have two to make the same amount of money. So you tell me who making the real money. I'm looking at a 1570. Is that good enough to pull a dumpster? When you say a dumpster, what you mean? Like a utility trailer? Like because they come in a variety of sizes. So like, is it 1500 enough to pull the type of trailer I have? 1000%. Is it enough to pull a 14-foot dump trailer? I don't think so. Or what year is the 1500 Chevy? Like you gotta check that stuff out. Let me know what type of dumpster you're referring to. But yeah, Julius, back to your question, man. If you would have asked me a month ago, I would have thought four dumpsters. That's where the money was at. But man, talking to these roll off guy, they making the real money. Bro, you both give me hype because it gives me hope for a secure future in the business I can invest in. Real talk, y'all helping us out big time with the advice. Yeah, Dom Sosa, man. That's why I'm here, man. That's why I'm here. I just want to help as many as people. And like I say, I'm gonna be completely transparent with y'all. I'm gonna show y'all the good and the bad, the ugly. You know, I'm gonna try because most people ask me, they want me to like be flashy and all that stuff, but I just really want y'all to learn this business. So if I can teach this business, you know, um, if I can teach this business to a lot of people, man, my goal, I gotta go. Let me share this with y'all real quick. My goal is to help 100 people start a dumpster run business. That's my goal. So if you watching this and I helped you start your business, let me know so I can keep some type of track of it. Are you going to write a book for the roll off business? Um, I've thought about writing a book. I'm gonna be honest though. I just feel like if I write a book today, I don't feel like it will be enough. I may roll out a book next year. Because I just don't want to put something out there just to like try to make money. If I put something out there, I want it to be like, super beneficial. So just with my experience with the dumpster rental business, I don't feel like I'm packed enough to like put that in a book, if that makes sense. But I do plan on writing. Maybe next year I can write a book, and really give y'all the insights of and all that. But I just don't feel comfortable putting a book out there, and I don't know. I'm just not ready for a book. I don't feel like it will be any value, if that makes sense. Also, heads up, y'all, you dump a roll off trailer and three cans set up for 11K. You dump has a roll off trailer and three cans for $11,000. Woo! Hey JRE? Is that like some special they got? How long does that last? That's yeah, definitely. Let me know how long that lasts. Is that like a special or do they got like a deadline on that? Cause I might need to check that out. Late coming in. Will you be switching to dump trailers or roll off? Yes, sir, Julius. Yes, sir. Just a quick recap. I definitely plan on. I'm not sure if it's gonna be dump trailers or roll off, but that's where the money at, bro. That's exactly where the money at. We're strongly considering starting. Nervous to start in the winter. Julius, the best time to start is in the wintertime. I know this may seem crazy, but listen, the best time to start is in the wintertime because you can get all your ducks in a row. You can figure out all the bullshit. You can get yourself set up so when the summertime come, you'll be ready to roll. You don't have to ask no questions. You don't have to figure out nothing. So the wintertime is the best time to start because it's a lot that goes into it than just having a dumpster and renting it out. Like I said, you got to get your marketing straight. You got to get your Google page straight, your Facebook page straight. You got to get your business account straight. You got to figure out all type of shit. So the wintertime is the best time to start. But don't be nervous, bro. Just go ahead and get that shit done. You ain't gonna regret it. I'm about to put my 1995 F-150 V8 to work. It's going to be in the shop this weekend. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. JRE, yes sir. Would you recommend getting a new utility trailer? I would recommend getting a new one simply because where it's new, so you don't have to worry about it. It's a sale. It's their best deal. Hey JRE, is it like a one time sale or is it just something they do on a regular? It's their best deal. Like is it like are they in that deal? Is it like a Black Friday type of deal, or like what they doing with it? Cool, bro. We're going to get at it now then. Yes, sir, Julius. What's the difference between a dumpster and a roll off? What you mean? What you mean? Like, what's the difference between a dumpster and a roll off? Like a roll off dumpster or a dump trailer? Is that what you asking me? If you look up the tow capacity on your truck or SUV, it will give you ideal size and weight capacity dump trailer you can buy. Trim, lawn care, and maintenance. That's a great idea, man. Yeah. And believe it or not, man, a lot of people don't know that. That's some good advice. Look up the tow capacity, and it'll tell you what you can tow. Do you need to have a website and run Google ads? I don't have no website, so I'm not gonna say you need a website because I don't have a website. I do plan on getting a website, but no, you don't have to have one to run Google ads. I do run Google ads every now and then. You done? Oh, hold on, let me see what's going on here. Damn, I lost the comments, y'all. Hold on one second. I want to see what that U dump is talking about. Let's see. 95% of the time. Square.com. I think it's called like Square Up. But I use Square to run my whole entire business. Like everything I do it off Square. You can take contracts, you can make contracts off of Square, you can take credit cards off of Square. Everything you need to do is on Square. Your feelings about finding used utility trailers on Marketplace. If you have absolutely, if you have absolutely no idea about the utility trailers, like if you don't know about them, if you don't know what to look for, I would say get a brand new one, right? Or you can YouTube what to look for when buying a utility trailer. Just make sure it's like buying a car, right? If you know something about cars, if you know a little bit about cars, you kind of know what to look for when you going to check them out. When I first started, I didn't know anything about them, so I wanted to buy a new. But now that I've been working with them for a while, now I can go buy them used, and I kind of know what to look for. So it really just depends. Let's see here. You done five toy yard in the trailer for 22K. Yeah, but what JRE was talking about? JRE, you still here? That sale you was saying? Yeah, off the chart. They run several sales. I wonder how JRE. Let me know how long that sale gonna last. They run a package deal can be found on commercial truck trader under equipment and trailer categories. I'm gonna have to check them out, man. That's not bad. What are your most common customers, commercial or residential? Residential for sure. And I don't know if you just jumped in this live, but I was telling everybody that we're going to be going to commercial. That should be a goal. That should be a goal is commercial. That should be a goal. Everybody, I appreciate y'all. Look, do me a favor, man. Everybody tap the like button for me, man. That would really, really, really help me out. Y'all tap the like button before y'all dip out. I appreciate every single last one of y'all. Most definitely. I've been getting a lot of positive feedbacks on these podcast episodes. My equipment is going to get better. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. And I'm gonna leave that. If you got any questions, shoot me an email. Follow me on IG. The consultation services will be, if y'all want that, that's in my last video. I might drop a link in this video too, but check out my last video in the description. Check that out. And I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all tap the like button for me. And if you want to get at me, find me on IG, JT_Wolf God, or shoot me an email. No problem. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.